used to be seen as boring and not cool, but now is kind of picking up a bit of cool points. People are very tapped into the wellness game. The crossover is massive.
Hi.
Hello.
First of all, can you please tell us a little bit about who you are and who Club Soda is?
My name is Noah Villeneuve. I work for Club Soda. I'm the head of creative development here. Club Soda is the leading company for mindful drinking. We are mindful drinking experts, have been since 2015.
So how would you describe the current state of the low and low alcohol industry?
Low and low is the best place it's ever been. And it can sometimes feel like we're at saturation point because there's so many products now, but we've barely touched the surface. It's still such early days in the grand scheme of things. More education to be done. I think there is a ton of work to be done, full stop, across the board. It's low and low, again, it sometimes gets left out of the conversation, but we have low alcohol gin. There's low alcohol tequila, low alcohol beers and wines, low alcohol sparkling tea, etc., etc. Whiskey, there's even scotches coming out, there's bourbon. And then you've got miscellaneous things like we sell a limoncello and a triple sec and an amaretti, and you have to come to market with quality now. You're not going to get away with subpar products.
Why do you think people are choosing no and low alcohol?
What we're seeing is, from a consumer standpoint, a huge sea change in the way people are approaching alcohol. It seems more acceptable in a public space to drink less, not everywhere, but I think people are generally getting, made fun of less. It used to be seen as boring and not cool, but now is kind of picking up a bit of cool points. People who come in and buy products in their shop are also very engaged and aware and asking questions about sugar content of these products, calories, ABVs, like adaptogens, nootropics. People are very tapped into the wellness game. The crossover is massive. We're seeing a wellness trend across the board. Alcohol comes into that. Now things are sliding, post-COVID. People are talking about emotions a bit more, talking about mental health, acknowledging it, and acknowledging that alcohol might not be the best kind of recipe to improve those things.
What's your view on mood-enhancing products with functional ingredients?
They don't know how to approach mood enhancers. It's a lot of scary words that you might see in Holland and Barrett that don't quite make sense in a drink context. Ashwagandha, valerian root, lemon balm, CBD, what are these things? Yeah, like I said, education piece. So that's why we're here. We can tell you everything there is to know about all of these products. Let's be honest, people, no matter what their behaviors or habits and whatever they want to change or try and reduce, I think we're all somewhat kind of addicted to a change of state. Around mood enhancing, it feels like a reward still, and the reward system is a huge part of that drink at the end of the day for people. Sometimes that's all people are looking for.
Where do you think future innovation will come from?
So there are trends that will come and go within no and low. There's always going to be kind of token products. There's things that will always be here to stay. Beer, for example, alcohol-free beer will always have its place in all parts of this category. As soon as you understand how these things are made and the ingredients and the flavors and the profiles and the textures and the acidity, etc., then you know how to replicate flavor, and it's not a direct replacement. I always tell people, if you think you can make a non-alcoholic Negroni exactly the same recipe, then you're kidding yourself. That's not how it works. You need to have patience for a start and try different products. Just because you use a gin in a Negroni doesn't mean you're going to necessarily use a gin adjacent in a non-alcoholic Negroni. You might go around it and use a shrub and a tea and things that replicate the flavors but are completely different products. So I think that's a fascinating place to be. It's like so exciting to, if you're in the game of flavor like I am, look to chefs.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do. Gastronomy can be a massive influence when it comes to non-alcoholic cocktails and the inclusion of ingredients.
How can brands showcase value?
Yeah, experiential is a huge part of it, and lifestyle. You are paying for, I don't want to say you should advertise it as an improvement on your life, but it kind of is. There's a lot of alcohol-free brands who are advertising it very smart, and it looks like this wonderful lifestyle, sexy brand that people want to be part of. You look to brands like Pentire and Oddbirds and Botivo. People are looking for unique experiences around the way they spend their money, and that's the way that they go out. The traditional format of going to the pub and sinking 6 pints in a night isn't so on people's plans for a Friday night now.
And what's the biggest barrier to growth in the category?
You step out of London, you step out into more excluded areas, you'll realize that actually things aren't as developed in other parts of the country or even other countries. I think bar owners and bar managers and head bartenders need to be putting pressure on themselves to be curating it effectively and making sure that there is good serves on their menus. Absolutely. So which means you need to lean into understanding not just about what the products are, but how the products are made, because once you understand what goes into them, that's why alcohol-free cocktails haven't really taken off yet, because people, I'm talking about on trade, on the mainstream, because bartenders don't have the time, education, or structures in place to be told and learn about these products. That's why I'm here preaching about it to everybody I can. We need to be holding our non-alcoholic products to the same standard as alcohol. Let's make inclusivity for everyone. It's not about treating us like children because we're looking after ourselves. Like, we need adult drinks.